Hey guys, and welcome to I Want My Angst TV Reviews. I'm Sarah, and today we are going to be talking about the Amazon original musical movie, Cinderella. As we know, Cinderella isn't an original story. It's been around a very long time. We have Rodgers and Hammerstein's musical, we have the Disney musical, we have the Brandy musical, which is Rodgers and Hammerstein, and we have Ever After, which is my all-time favorite.
Just breathe.
But from the mind of James Corden and the ever amazing works of Kay Cannon, who is known for her Pitch Perfect movies, comes a modern twist on a familiar story with their jukebox musical version of Cinderella. And if you're going to do a musical movie, you have to have some amazing musical singers. So, taking on the evil stepmother is Idina Menzel. Our fairy godmother, otherwise known as Fab G, is Billy Porter. Our Prince Charming is Nicholas Gulty, which you might recognize from the Craft reboot. Taking on his parents are Pierce Brosnan and Minnie Driver. And as the lead role of Cinderella, we have Camilla Cabello. Now, if you don't know her, she is 1/5 of Fifth Harmony before she went solo. And this is her film acting debut, which I think is pretty risky from Amazon. I guess they're taking a page out of the Brandy Cinderella book, where Brandy was already an established popular singer, but not known as an actress yet. And she did a lovely job. So Amazon, I guess you were just hoping. Now, in order to take on the story of Cinderella and tell it again as a modern day version, you have to make some pretty serious changes, in my opinion. Otherwise, we're just getting the same run-of-the-mill story we have been told over and over again. And that is actually where I think Amazon's version of Cinderella shines. Cinderella isn't just some sad girl living in a basement with an evil stepmother. Yes, she is a little sad girl. Yes, she lives in a basement, but she has dreams of being a seamstress and being allowed to sell her dresses in the marketplace just like the men. So in a way, like Ever After, this version of Cinderella is taking on the patriarchy, is taking on the way women are treated and seen, and showing everyone that we can do things just as well as men, if not better.
And the women are better than the men. That's right, I said it.
So Prince Charming goes on a very similar journey as Prince Henry, where he learns through Cinderella's eyes that a lot of the things going on in the kingdom and the rules and ideas are antiquated and very outdated. And I love a lot of the twists in the storylines that help progress that forward and show that the kingdom is more than ready and willing to take those steps along with us.
Marry him and all of our problems will be solved. It's too late.
The changes they make with the evil stepmother and the added backstory they give her, I think is actually incredible. Idina Menzel, Broadway goddess, actress extraordinaire, Elsa, need I say more, takes the evil queen in a very different direction. She's a lot softer. Her intentions aren't just out of cruelty, they're out of necessity. And you learn a lot about her wants and needs with her first husband, and you learn her story and how she wants better lives for these girls than she was ever afforded. And seeing Cinderella's dreams of being a seamstress and wanting to sell her dresses kind of brings all that back up for her. And they actually get to have some really lovely mother-daughter bonding moments that I think are really needed if you're gonna do a modern day version of this story.
If it's a million to white, I'm gonna be that one.
Now this is a jukebox musical. And if you don't know what that means, it means they take popular songs that we all know and fit them in the musical in order to progress and tell the story. I am a huge fan of jukebox musicals. My favorite one is probably Rock of Ages, which we won't talk about the movie, we'll only talk about the Broadway play. So I'm pretty familiar with jukebox ideas and songs that are used. And honestly, this is one of my biggest issues. They did take a handful of new songs and fun choreography and ideas and put them into this movie. You have a Hamilton-esque rapper. We use Rhythm Nation, which I haven't personally seen in a musical yet. But then we do have a lot of run-of-the-mill, boring, basic numbers that honestly could have been pumped up. One of which is when Prince Charming sings his song about needing to find someone to love.
somebody to love.
Really is the only song in the ever-expanding music catalog of world of music, Somebody to Love by Queen. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad song. That is a great song, but it is so overused that I am over it. Get me a better song. There are other songs about needing to find love and wanting to find love that are just as good and just as fun. Maybe they're not as cheap, but I can't imagine a song by Queen is really inexpensive to use in a movie. The costuming in this movie is also something I have a little bit of a complaint about. If we're gonna compare it to, let's just say, the Brandy Cinderella on television, and not necessarily like Ever After, that is a movie studio with a bigger budget. Oh man, these costumes are a wreck. These wigs are kind of atrocious. They look a little better than your basic community theater, but to me, they aren't quite movie quality. And I've seen other Amazon Prime shows and other Amazon Prime movies, and those look great. So why are we not giving them better costumes? Also, if the entire storyline is that Cinderella wants to be a seamstress and makes all these amazing dresses, and her dream dress is the one that the fairy godmother, Fab G, is gonna bring to life for her, then that dress needs to be bomb. It needs to be aces. And I'm not saying it has to be like the Cinderella dress from Walt Disney's live action Cinderella, but it needs to be stunning. And we also need to just roam a comb through Camilla Cabello's raggedy braid. Like, really, you're gonna turn her into Cinderella, like this fabulous version of herself, and give her the glass slippers and everything, and she's still gonna run around with that raggedy hairdo like she's still in the basement? Y'all did her dirty. I'm just gonna say it. So overall, I found Cinderella to be okay. It was kind of a letdown music-wise. I didn't love the costumes. I did love the twists that they made about the story in order to make it more original. And Camilla Cabello did what she could do. She is new to acting. She's not an actress, and she is a singer, which I guess in the hindsight is a plus, because I would rather have them pick a singer who can kind of act versus someone who can act and can't sing. Emma Watson. This movie probably does have an audience out there somewhere. That audience just isn't me.
They're glass?
Any way you can make them more comfortable?
No.
But you just did a whole thing.
Even magic has its limits.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I'm Sarah. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, comment, let me know what you think of Amazon Prime's version of Cinderella, and make sure you ring that bell so you don't miss out on any more angsty videos.